do old school this time. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of KnightRiders Talk. Today we got a special guest in the house. He is one of our top real estate agents here in the area. He's representing Corp, Texas. So please help me welcome Mr. Emmanuel. Bravo, man.
How's it going, man?
Doing all right? Yes, sir.
Yes,
How
sir.
you been?
Can't complain. It's been a while since last time we seen each other.
Yeah, no, it's been a minute.
Yeah, it was probably right after graduation. We
Yeah.
kind of all went our separate ways.
Yeah, that's the thing. Everybody just kind of just went. I mean, I know some people moved out of Huntsville. They moved to San Antonio, Houston,
Yeah,
which was expected, really, because that's what I remember. That's what everybody used to talk about, just wanting to move away and do something different and all that.
Well, life takes you in a different path.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, you got to figure it out as we go.
Yeah. So, man, you've been a real estate agent for 4 years?
August, I'll be going on 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah. But before being a real estate agent, I was partaking with investments with one who she's my mentor now, based out of Houston. But once I figured out that I really liked real estate is when I went fully into it. And that's about 5 years ago. It's really when everything started.
It's been a great ride for you so far.
Yeah. I mean, I can't complain. I think it's been a good learning experience for the most part. But overall, I think I've always been at the right time, at the right place with the right people.
Yeah.
So I think that has a lot to do with everything. Building relationships, and having that right people around you.
Yeah, I think that's the good thing, that having good people that kind of consider them as mentors and stuff. Yeah. When I started at Halliburton I started in 2013, but I went to work with older people in 2014, and they always told me, "It's like, man, you're young, straight out of high school. Man, best thing you could do is save your money and never buy anything when during election year, because election year is when the oil field goes down."
Yeah, I think it's I don't like jumping in politics, but I think it's election years are very interesting.
Yeah.
There's a lot of opportunity, and I think we're at the opportunity right now. Don't get me wrong, the economy right now, it's extremely expensive.
Yeah.
The cost of living to live on the daily basis is just outrageous. I mean, from groceries to to lifestyle. I mean, gas not so much. We're always at the average, but overall, what you need necessities wise throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month, it's getting expensive.
Yeah, I mean, I just now, before I came up here, I bought a little pack of gum. I thought my bread was a little stinky, but but it was like $3-4 for a pack of gum. Yeah. I was like, God damn, this shit is expensive.
Hey, somebody got to pay. Somebody has to.
Yeah. That's crazy, man, because you've been a real estate and you're seeing all this stuff. Like, that's good to hear for a real estate that kind of knows that it's freaking expensive, especially the cost of living. Because I mean, the houses are always going to be, and there's always new consumers out there wanting to buy homes and stuff, and to have someone like that sees, so that kind of helps, I guess, your consumers build a relationship, right? Like,
yeah. Well, see, my approach to everything is, I don't sit here and try to sell anything to anybody. Mm-hmm. I try to educate. Mm-hmm. Just because I think there's a lot of things out there that a lot of people don't know about. And granted, I don't know everything.
Yeah.
I've always told myself, and like I tell my business partner, we're a student first. We don't know it all. So every day we're learning, and being around people that, know a little bit more than you, you're going to learn something, and just because there's some things out there that you won't come across unless you talk to somebody that's doing that or being there, all that good stuff. But overall, I mean, I think everything is going to stabilize. I don't foresee it being like this for the next few years. Something's bound to happen. There's no way that the cost of living right now is going to stay like this. I mean, granted, it's probably not going to drop drastically, but it's probably going to be a little bit better than what we're at right now.
Yeah, hopefully. I know that's true. Have you ever had some customers that kind of be like little nitpicky, like try to, with a vehicle where people always argue, trying to get the price to drop and stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, all the time. But again, I think the approach that I take to every single transaction, every single person I talk to about real estate, is I'm realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Like I tell them exactly what's happening, what's going to be the end game, and you either can do it or you can't.
Yeah.
There's no in between. I at the end of the day, I tell everybody in real estate, it's a purchase you won't do so many times in life. It's not like buying a pair of shoes. There's more things behind everything. It's a lot of train of thought. So at the end of the day, we're very realistic, and we're not here, to lie to anybody about anything.
Yeah.
That's why I think we're able to build the connections, and we're able to grow faster, just because we're genuine. We don't sit here and try to lie to you about something just to make a sell.
Yeah. And then that's because you're representing Corp. That's the real estate you're
Yeah.
working
So the team is Corp, stands for Commercial Residential Properties.
with.
We're brokered by Top Guns on Lake Conroe. Keith's our broker. Shout out to Keith. He's a great man.
Okay.
My business partner Kyle Heffron, great guy. I think with everything, it's you go through trial and errors until you meet the right people. And I think we're there now. I think everybody that's around me right now, we all strive for the same goal. And I always tell everybody around me, it's a matter of time.
Yeah.
The only thing standing between us and somebody where you want to get is time. You cannot rush the process. You
Yeah.
can't rush it. So
Yeah, it's like people ask me what do you go about this? I'm like, hey man, I'm just now starting. I don't know what I'm gonna be at in a couple months or a couple years from now, but I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, by next month I'll be the next Joe Rogan. Ain't no
no.
way. Joe Rogan's been at doing this all this for years and years and all that. So all I'm just saying is like, wherever it takes me.
Well, I'm glad you're doing it, man, because it's a different approach, and sometimes it's you get in conversations with people, and you just get out of your comfort zone,
Yeah.
and it's a different take.
Yeah.
You understand people a little bit different, because at the end of the day, man, like, everybody has their own lifestyle.
Mhm.
Nobody knows exactly what's going behind the closed door.
Closed doors, yeah.
But I think on a one-on-one conversation, it's more genuine.
Yeah,
You really get to figure out who that type of person is.
yeah, that's what my goal is kind of learn people, learn their agendas and all that, and then kind of just get to know them a little better too.
So, how long have you been at Halliburton?
Well, I worked at Hubbard from 2013 to 2020 to right at COVID.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I got let go and all that. And then after that, I just kind of, well, I mean, I was on unemployment for a couple, 5, 6 months. Oh, I ain't gonna lie, that was the best 5 months ever. Just getting free money, just chilling at home and all that. But when I did realize, I was like, man, I need to get back into work. So I was trying to think of a career. Because I feel like when I started Halliburton, it did seem like a career, but then they kind of changed in their ways, and it just turned into more. You kind of see it turned into more of a business.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, man, I want to jump into a career where I know for life I have a paycheck coming in and helping my family and all this. So when I started working at Maya's
Solution Center.
Yeah, I worked
Awesome.
there, and I started out as a paint helper, which it was good. It was a little good learning process, but I wanted to get into body work. I wanted to learn how to fix cars and all that, and I feel like that would been a good little thing for me to do. But the manager, I guess he saw something different. I guess he wanted me to be the next paint guy and all that, and which is not bad, but I just didn't feel like I had the right hand for it because I tried learning to do that coat. What was it called? That coat that before you paint
Primer.
Yeah. I tried to learn to do that, but I wasn't I was too close or too far, so I couldn't really get it right. So I was just like, man, no, I don't. So I called my cousins. He worked at a oil field shop. It was called Time QES. Um, Now it's called KLX, but they repair. Um, what they do is like they repair batteries, gammas, all that stuff. They help the people who are drilling, help
Mm-hmm.
them see how deep down they're drilling and the temperature and all that. And it's like readings, like reading data charts and all that. And so I had to see if they were hiring, and he was like, "Yeah, man, we're actually hiring. And if you're interested, come on, we can get." So I jumped in that. It was a good learning process too, because it's like you're dealing with tools that cost a lot of money,
Right.
a lot of money. The only problem is, man, they started me off way too damn low,
Low.
like $10, $11 an hour.
Jeez.
I was like, man, I need the benefits and stuff, but man, that pay is not gonna cut it.
Nah,
Hell
there
no,
ain't no
ain't no
way.
way.
There's no way.
It was just like, man, I hate to do this, but I love the people, I love the work, everything. I just couldn't do it. I just could. At the time I was paying my Denali and I had my home. Uh, Luckily, when I got my home, I got it from someone who couldn't pay no more, repossession,
Yeah.
and so
A
I took,
foreclosure?
yeah, foreclosure. So I took over it, so everything was cheap. The payments were super cheap. It's only like $500 a month.
That was good.
Yeah. So, but I had with that making that money, I only had two options: either the truck or the home.
Right.
So I was like, man, it's gonna fuck my credit up, but I'm gonna take the home. At least I have somewhere to live.
Right.
So I passed the truck to my sister, and she's taking good care of it. But it's just hard. I see that truck, and I'm like, man, I miss that truck. and but I just couldn't do it, so I had to get rid of that, and I was just I wasn't. I'm not trying to say I was struggling, but it was just complicated to get stuff
Yeah.
to do stuff or anything. All I had money was to pay the bills and then gas to go to work. That's
Yeah.
all I had. So luckily, I had other friends that they gave me offers and stuff. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna jump into it because doing this for I don't know how long it's gonna take to get another raise, and companies nowadays ain't trying to give raises no more.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. So I just jumped into something different. I mean, right now I'm here in Conroe working for Pro Directional, which is something similar. It's similar to what I did with KLX, but it's just they gave me a lot more money.
That's good, man.
Yeah,
You got
so
to keep looking for the next opportunity,
yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's all it is. I know a lot of people say that they try to jump from company to company every two to 3 years and stuff. Which I mean, I understand it completely, but it's gonna look bad on your resume when you try to jump
Right.
companies like that quick. At least give them 4 to 5 years. Now, if you worked like I worked for Halliburton 4 years without a straight raise.
Dang.
I went 4 years without a raise, so I was just like, man, it's time for me to do something different and stuff. They're not giving me what I feel like I'm worth, so I'm gonna just hop something different. I mean, eventually they kind of, I guess they noticed that I was looking so elsewhere, so they did give me a good raise. But at that time, that's when kind of COVID hit, and it was just only
Yeah,
enjoy that.
life.
Yeah,
We can't control that.
yeah, for
Yeah, that really took a turnaround on a lot of industries,
yeah.
you know. Um,
How did it affect the real estate on that time?
Man, 2020, 2021, it was like shooting fish in the barrel. Like interest rates were so low, it was a good time. Um, now I think it's true real estate now. I think you really have to work, figure out different avenues to generate clients, generate all that good stuff. Um, Again, whenever I jumped in, it seemed easy, but I learned a lot.
Yeah.
And then with the people I was involved with, I mean, they taught me. Every person that I've worked with alongside, we always learn from each other. And but it comes to a point, right? Like you said, it comes to a point where you look for growth, you look for the
Yeah.
next step, you look for the next opportunity, and that's the reason why last year me and Kyle decided to do our own team.
Yeah.
Just because I think it was time. I think we knew the industry, we knew the ins and outs, so we said why not? Let's give it a shot.
So yeah, you and Kyle only been doing this together for a year.
Yeah, Kyle and I um, opened up this office in April. Shit, so it'll be a year
Holy
next
shit.
month.
That's crazy because you guys are growing really fast. Like I see y'all got what in Houston.
Well, we cover our playground is North Houston all the way up to Walker County.
mm,
That's our playground. But we are trying to dive deeper into different sectors.
mm,
But I'm also one of those people that you don't bite more than what you can chew.
oh,
You
okay.
know,
So
everything at its own
on
time.
its own time.
Um, and the relationship me and Kyle have right now is it is gonna be real hard to break it.
Yeah,
Just because we understand each other.
yeah.
We understand business. Granted, like Kyle and I are well aware that there's a difference between friendship and business.
Mm,
And yes, we argue. Yes, we sometimes we're not on the same note,
yeah.
but we always figure it out because we have two different takes.
Yeah,
Um, Kyle is very smart when it comes to numbers.
yeah. Really.
Yeah, he's very smart, so he's the one that handles all the logistics when it comes to the finances and stuff.
Cause that's what you need right there. Someone you can count on stuff. Because, uh, like for example, we got Yeti and Arctic. But the story behind that is it was two brothers, and I just know they got into a big fight, and so the one of the brothers he just took off with some of the same plants, and that's how Arctic was born.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you get to. But when you're saying you got people like that, y'all understand each other and this and that. That was a great partnership right there.
Yeah, I mean, and it's it takes time,
Mm-hmm.
to find the right people. Um, my mentor has always told me, if you want to go far, go by yourself. But if you want to build wealth, if you want to do something bigger than that, you got to go with a team.
With the team.
You know, you can do it by yourself, but with a team, you're gonna do it
Something
better.
better.
You're gonna do it better. Just because you can't do it all, man. You have to understand. Business is like a football team, right? Everybody has its own position,
Mm.
and you play that position. You don't try to jump into another position. So I think right now, we're still in a building stage, and we're still forming the team that I need to get to where I want to. Again, this is like you said, you doing this is the beginning of everything. Me doing all this, I'm just not getting started.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of opportunity out there, where we have a lot planned in the future. But like I told you, one step at a time.
Yeah.
Because if I try to do it all right now, your focus is not going to be on that sole thing. Whenever you try to do multiple things at once, you're not going to deliver. So like me and Kyle say, there's a time and place for everything. So we just got to keep going. We just got to
Damn.
keep going, and yes, it can get hard, but what's not hard.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, what I tell people is the biggest thing is hard work.
Hard work.
You
The
know,
dedication.
that's it, man. I mean, it's hard. It's hard. Yes, it can be hard, but there's no way that if you're putting X amount of hours a week into a certain craft that it shouldn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's no way. Like I said, with time, everything always
It
plays
comes.
out.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was a great right there. That was a good.
Yeah. So I mean, again, I think right now, we're we're doing good. We're doing good, but this is not it. This is
Mm-hmm.
not it. I have a lot planned, um, but we'll take it one time. One step
Yeah.
at a time. We'll
That's
take it
good.
one step
Yeah.
at a time.
Well, what would you say is a for real estate is good for like earning your income? Would you say is commercial or residential?
Man, it just depends. It just depends what what you're trying to do. I mean, we started with residential. It's like everything, right? You got to get your toes wet. Um, Kyle and I actually, our first investment property was a mobile home, and then a smaller home in Huntsville, and then we started partaking in on the investment sides of real estate. Then we bought some Airbnbs, multifamily, and um, held on to those for a little while, and now we're trying to get out of that sector and go strictly into commercial. Yeah, but that's for our portfolio. Again, I think there's a lot of investments out there that generate income. It just comes down to what you want. Residential, that works. Any investment in real estate works as long as you do your due diligence and you know exactly what's going on. It'll work. I got a lot of buddies that do anywhere from buying and selling raw land to buying the raw land, doing the horizontal development, and then they just sell in pods. There's so many different avenues, man, that you just have to decide what you want to do, and how you want to take it.
I never seen it like that. Would you say, have you ever gotten like customers that kind of like come from other real estates and say, these people aren't helping me out or working with me or this?
All the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all the time, man.
Oh, damn! I never like.
Yeah, dude. I mean, at the end of the day, I think follow up and being responsive is key to sales. Wherever you're at. And sometimes people don't deliver how they should deliver, and I mean I don't blame the customer. If the customer's not feeling like he's being taken care of, he's gonna go look for somewhere else. At the end of the day, this is free game, man. A customer can go work with whoever they want. And you cannot feel attacked or offended just because somebody goes to that other individual. I mean, at the end of the day, if you have the opportunity to represent somebody, you better treat it right. Because they can leave at any point. And again, not saying that I've lost clients. Yeah, I mean nobody's perfect, man. And sometimes the fit between the client and yourself might not be right. And sometimes you have to. I mean, it's a tough pill to swallow, but sometimes you have to fire people too. Fire a client, just because it's not working. But I do think as long as you're responsive, you deliver with the information that they're asking for, there shouldn't be any reason why you should lose any clients.
Man, that's crazy. I've never seen it. I mean, I guess because we're in a different industry, so you don't ever see like those type. We always kind of just see, people working with each other and just you make something happen.
Yeah.
But I never thought it was gonna be. Holy shit! That's
No,
crazy.
yeah. I mean, it's my passion is real estate. It is, and I think it's one of the gifts that I've found. And again, I think every human, every person out here, has a certain gift. And you just got to figure out what it is. I think real estate is one of them for me. I don't think this is it though. I think there's something bigger. I think there's a bigger picture to everything. But you live and you learn as you go. I'm not trying to rush anything right now.
Yeah.
Because this industry has treated me well, and you got to treat it like a baby.
Yeah.
You
you
got to take care of it.
Yeah, and I think that's the main one thing is once you feel like you're so good and then your ego comes in, that's what kind of messes you up. Because I have seen some people thinking that, oh, I'm a badass, they can't fire me. And then I remember one time some dude said, because he thought he was so good, he wrote on the board, "Fuck this job." And so he was like, they ain't gonna fire me even if I do something like that. Or shoot, next day,
Gone.
They came, security came, got him, walked straight out. So I feel like that's the problem with some people is like when they realize they start getting so good, the ego comes in. The ego kind of builds up a different character for them.
Yeah, no, that's right, man. I mean, you just gotta remain in your position.
Yeah.
Remain humble. I mean, at the end of the day, life is gonna come and go. People are gonna judge you, but you know, I mean, it doesn't faze me.
Yeah.
It really doesn't. Like, you people are always gonna have something to say.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it. I mean, you just have to be in position where it can't face you. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, they're not paying my bills.
That's right.
The moment you start paying my bills is the moment I start paying attention to you, but you're not. You're not.
That's true.
So,
there was a point in your life you said you felt like you were uncomfortable with yourself or something. Like that's when you dedicate yourself into working out and all that.
oh yeah, man. Yeah.
How was that? Do you consider that kind of like a depression or something? Or?
I wouldn't say depression. No, I don't think it's that. I think it was more of you realizing that you're at a plateau in life and that there's something that you need to change in order to get to the next step. And that was for me whenever I was living in Houston with Jason. Shout out to Jason. And then that's whenever I decided, me and Jason actually took fitness to a different level. We were in and out the gym twice a day. That's whenever I got to the lowest, body weight in my life. I was at 168 pounds, and I looked good, man. But but you know what? That's whenever all that was happening. I think it was building character because that was right before I figured out real estate. That was before I got into real estate. I was doing different industries, trial and error, and I feel whenever you work on yourself, practice personal development, you find different opportunities in life. So that opened up a lot of doors to me. Being in the gym, meeting different people opened up a lot of opportunities. So I think that discipline of building that character is what really set it off. Granted, I got into the industry, then you get busy, and you kind of put the gym to the back burner.
Yeah.
But you know what? I tell Kyle this. I told him, I was like, I knew exactly what I need to do. And for me to get to where I want to go next, I know exactly what I need to do. And that's get back in the best shape of my life.
Yeah.
And we're working on it,
Getting back in the gym.
Well, slowly. I try to for the most part, man, but man, I'm just trying to figure out my routine right now.
Yeah. For your whole day.
Because my day changes so much. Like yesterday, we received a phone call from one of our multifamilies. We had a big water leak. It happens. It seems that it's from the city water leak. So the entire front of the property is like almost underwater. We can't call the city. It's a weekend, so now we have to wait until Monday. It's been leaking since yesterday morning. So that's.
You get like all these interrupted things throughout your day.
All the time, man. All the time. Like, there's different things that get thrown at us, Bobby's fridge not working, stove's not working, sink's clogged up. That's the main reason why we're pivoting our investments. We're getting out of the residential because it's good, but at the end of the day, whenever you're trying to scale, it could be a little hassle. So I think for our personal opinion, for our personal investments, we're getting out of the residential side.
So when for residentials, when you make the sale, they still the customer. They still call you like for issues and stuff?
No. So this is more for like the rentals that we have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Usually the moment we represent somebody on the transaction side in any transaction, I mean pretty much after the sale, our job's done. But my job's not done yet because I always tell my clients like reach out to me if you have any questions. Call me. This and that.
So you stay.
Yeah, I still build that rapport, man, because at the end of the day, the biggest thing anybody can do for you is refer you to somebody. You know, or tell somebody, hey, you know, I worked with Emmanuel, or I did this, or I went through their agency. So I think, you know, keep building rapport with the people you've done something with
Yeah.
is probably the biggest thing in sales. And again, you know, following up is a big key to things. A lot of people don't follow up, but I think that's where your business is at.
Oh, okay, man, that's great. Yeah, it's learning a new side of it, of the real estate. I never thought because usually like someone was because I bought cars from people, and so usually that salesman is like, it's your once you drive this off the lot, it's your problem.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah, that's with a lot of things, you know.
yeah. So I always figure it was like that when it comes to sales. I always figure it's like that for everywhere. So that's cool.
No, we try to build rapport and keep up with all of our past clients as much as we can, man. But it can get hard, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you're generating all this new business, you're adapting all these new things happening, and then to go back and, like, you know, follow up with everybody you've done business with, it could be a lot, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, message here and there from, you know, on the holiday, or saying, you know, just a simple message like, hey, hope everything's okay. Let me know if you need anything.
Mm-hmm.
It takes you a long way, you know.
Yeah, that's pretty. Um, Going back to what you said when you dropped down to 160, what kind of advice would you give for the people out there that are trying to, do that are motivate
I need to
themselves?
take my own advice.
Yeah. I was trying to drop down at least 5,000.
No, man. You know what? I still, you know how you have on your phone like reminders of like 4 years ago, 3 years ago that come up. Man, me and Jason were like really like taking it pretty serious. We were counting our macros and stuff, all that stuff. We wake up at 4 a.m., go do 45 minutes of Stairmaster. You know, like we were doing it. You know, but again, I need to do it. I need to get back on that, man.
Yeah.
I know what to do. You know, I know what to. Ahorita es pura desidia, ¿verdad? You just life. You know,
because I got like on Snapchat, I be getting my randoms, or this is how many years ago it was, and I came across one that was when I was taking fitness serious, and I have me, in high school, trying to work out and trying to get big and stuff, but you never really notice yourself, you think. But when I seen that picture, man, I saw my arm. I was like, "Holy shit! I had an arm like that."
And then you look at yourself and you're like, "Damn."
Yeah. I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like little flappy pancakes and stuff. So I'm like, man, I want to get back into it. But like you said, it's just the dedication that gets you in there, because, like, I could wake up 4 in the morning to go work out and stuff. But it's just like by the time I get off of work and stuff, I'm like, oh, man, I don't want to do anything. I just want to go home and relax and stuff.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, man. And also, I like to eat. You know, I like being able to go to a restaurant every day. You know, that's mine and Kyle's biggest problem is we eat out every day.
Every day.
Every day. You know.
Yeah, I heard this Fuga de Chao or something in the Woodlands, like a Brazilian buffet.
I've been there once. It's been a while. You know, I like more like holes in the wall. You know, I like trying like something different.
Oh, okay.
You know, our favorite place is right now this fabulous pho right here by Academy. That's really good. Really, you know.
I tried out Cheddar's the other day for 45. Man, it's pretty good. I always looked at it like, oh, it's just some fancy what's that, chilies.
Oh, yeah,
fancy chilies. And so I was like, but I tried it out and I was like, oh man, it's not that
bad. I haven't been to that location yet.
But what do you think about the Gringos right next to
I haven't been to that one.
Oh, you haven't been either?
No, we go to a lot of Mexican restaurants. You know, we go to a lot of Mexican. We probably go to a different Mexican restaurant every other day here around Conroe.
Damn, there must be a lot of Mexican restaurants.
Yeah, there's quite a bit, bro. There's from La Pizca to, we go to Margaritas, La Hacienda, we go to Camelias, we go to El Rancho, there's a lot of Mexican restaurants out here.
Shit, I didn't know.
And it's good food too.
Really?
Yeah, it's good food. And then sometimes whenever we have an extra time, we sit down and drink a margarita.
Oh,
Yeah. So
that's what my wife loves drinking is the margaritas, man. I
yeah.
just don't. She had like yesterday we were at Yummy Yummy and she was like, "Hey, you want to try my appletini?" I was like,
What is it?
"Appletini."
What is that?
I think it's like sour apple vodka. I'm not 100% sure, uh, but she liked it because my go to drink right now is Crown Apple and Coke.
Oh, really?
That's what I love to drink. And so I let her taste it, and she was like, "Man, it's good. It just tastes just like an appletini." And I was like, "I didn't know what that was. I was like, what the fuck is that?"
Camila's
Mm,
Mexican restaurant right here by Grand Central Park. I kid you not, have the strongest margaritas I've ever had
really?
anywhere around.
Holy shit!
But each margarita is also like $20 though.
Oh damn!
Yeah, and me and my really good friend, my best friend Jake Gonzalez, uh, before he had his kid, we used to go there every Friday. And then we'd order a margarita and then an extra shot of tequila, and then throw it in the margarita. It'll get you going.
Dang.
It'll get you going.
I feel like I'm getting buzzed.
Nah, it's we haven't. He just had a newborn. Congratulations. He he's a dad now. I feel like all my friends right now, they're all dads. I'm the only one left with no child. So I need to figure something out. No. I like having a good time, man.
Yeah.
I like living.
Yeah.
I like living, but I think at one point, yeah, everybody should strive to have a family. Yeah, 100%.
At least you're doing it right. You're planning it out and all that. I love my daughter, but I ain't gonna lie, I was not expected to be that
and
soon.
It's hard.
Yeah,
it's a different take in life, man.
Yeah, and then like I said, at the time I was only making $11 an hour. So I feel like that's my lowest, man. I thought I was in depression at that time. Yeah, because I was like, holy shit, fucking diapers right now, a box is 40, 50 bucks. So I'm like, holy damn, how am I gonna make it with this?
That's crazy. Yeah, again, everything's so expensive right now. Like, but here's my thing. This is what I tell Kyle every single day. Like, we can sit here and complain every single day of everything, but there's only one solution, and it's to make more. Yeah. And you better figure it out. You know?
That is true.
Because you can sit here and bitch all day, man, but if you sit there with your arms closed, you're not gonna do anything. So you better buckle up and you better figure it out. Again, my biggest goal is freedom. I don't care monetarily. I don't care for none of that. I want freedom. I want, and not only for myself but for my family. I feel like they deserve it. So right now, my biggest goal is to put myself in position to where we can get to a certain point, and not have to worry about like, hey, I got to get back to work on Monday, or hey, I got to do this, or hey, I got to go on this appointment. But everything takes its time. But I feel like with enough hard work, everything's possible.
Yeah, that's true. What's your take on this on the border crisis going on? You see all these families out there, kids without their parents and all that.
It's sad, man. It's sad. Like, it's a tough pill to swallow. It's a tough pill to swallow. But again, I'm the type, man, that we can sit here and ponder on it and discuss about it. But at the end of the day, man, our opinion's really not gonna matter. We can't do much about it. We're not in control. But we can voice our opinion. Don't get me wrong. We can talk about it, but it's like everything, right? I don't like to voice my opinion on something that I've never lived. I've never been through that. So I've had friends in the past, that asked me for advice here and there, and and I look back and they've lost dad, or their parents went through a divorce. And granted, I'm very lucky. My family has always been together.
Yeah.
So I really don't know what it feels like, not to have your father or your mother figure there. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So there's certain advice that you just can't speak on because you've never lived through it.
Yeah.
You
That is
know.
true.
But for the most part, I mean, I try to help as much as I
Mm-hmm.
can, um, and hoping everything will play out.
Yeah, that is the right way to. Yeah, because I mean, I've seen people like now. I've seen friends that's losing their parents, and then it's hard, man. It's hard to see people like that and stuff. I mean, I went through it when I was 12 years old, losing my dad. So it's like I understand what they're going through and all that, but it's just like you said, it's just there's no words or anything that can be helpful.
No,
There's
no,
nothing.
because only you know what it took.
Yeah,
And you can go seek advice as much as you can, but unless you've been through that certain situation, I mean, your advice really doesn't matter.
yeah,
Because you don't know how it feels.
yeah.
And that's with anything. That's with business, family, whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, you should always have somebody to lean on, talk to about things, because life isn't easy, life isn't perfect.
Yeah.
Everybody's striving for it, but um, it's a learning experience. Every day. I love my job because every day is different. It's
Yeah.
never the same
Never the
thing.
same thing.
Yeah, every single day is a little different.
And I think that's what people need is a job that do something different. Because I've like some guy when I worked in the lab, some guys come to me, they're like, man, I don't know how you did this for so and so amount of years. I'm only doing this 3 4 months because they're doing a repetition. They go in, clock in, they know what they got to build, and they got to do that every day for 5 6 days out of the week. So
Mhm.
it's like, man, I don't know how you do this for a year, 2 years, whatever. I'm doing it just been in it for 2 3 months, and I'm already tired. I'm already like, my brain is saying I need to do something different. Because when you do something consistent through time, it just gets boring.
Mm-hmm.
It just gets boring like crazy. So when you're saying you do your days is different every day, I feel like that's what gives you the passion
Yeah.
because you don't know what's going to happen today.
And it's interesting, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we get thrown different problems, different issues, left and right. But I mean, you just have to figure them out,
Yeah.
as they come. You
Yeah.
know, I'm the type that I'll figure out the problem once I'm there. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like. I'm lying because I do overthink things.
Okay. Yeah.
When it comes like to business, like I always sit there and late at night, like I just sit there and just think, of what we need to do next. Um, but that's just because I think that Kyle and I, our biggest problem, and we're so impatient.
Yeah. Just
We
yeah.
want it
One right now.
now, you know,
Yeah.
like we want it
Yeah.
now. Like I don't want to wait,
Yeah.
So I think that's really what what I've been working on, recently is, just slowing down,
Slowing down a bit.
you know.
Understanding the
Yeah,
step by step process.
yeah. That's why one step at a time. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I tell my agents right now, like, take it a day at a time.
Mm-hmm.
One day at a time. As long as you're showing up, there's no reason why it shouldn't work out. You know,
Yeah.
nobody done like overnight success. Like there's always a bigger picture. There's always something behind everything.
Yeah.
But if you did overnight success, props to you. I respect that. But you're at the right time at the right place.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever that happens, you better grow quickly, and you better know how to handle everything that's coming.
Yeah, that's true.
Because there's a lot of people out here that I know, that have been very, very successful, and it goes downhill just because they've never been in that position. They're not prepared for it.
Yeah.
So I'd rather be prepared than get it thrown at me and lose it all.
Yeah.
You know, so
I feel like the people who gets this, they never got. Like, I feel like that what ruins them is the partying, going out and stuff.
well, everybody wants, you know. I feel like everybody goes through a stage in life, like you have to experience that side,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And granted, I did it all through college,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like man, you know, I had a good job at the time too. And so I was okay, you know, and we used to go to the bar and spend hundreds, you know, and have a great time. You know, we used to go to the next town in College Station with some of my fraternity brothers, and you know, we'd be at that bar spending, you know, quite a bit of money. You know, so
Yeah.
I think that right now that I don't care to be going out. I don't care to like being outside partying and stuff because I know what the outcome is every time.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same outcome
Exactly.
every single time, man. Literally,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
So, you know, at the end of the day, I've always told myself this. You know, you can either go have fun right now or prepare yourself for your future.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm the type that I'd rather do what I need to do right now in my 20s than have to figure it out in my late 30s, 40s. You know,
Yeah. See.
a lot of people, you know, you waste a lot of time, man. You know, and it's energy wasted. You know, there's a lot of there's a lot of situations out there where people are just there for the moment,
Yeah.
you know, and like time will pass, man. 5 years come, 10 years come, and you're still in the same position,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just because you've wasted your time, you know.
Not reaching out for what you want and stuff.
Well, not only for that, man, but it's for instant. How do I want to put it? It's for it's for like they I feel like it's like what they say, keeping up with the Joneses, right?
Mm.
They see all these people out, you know, in social media, you know, at the bar, you know, buying bottles, doing this, and they have FOMO. They feel like they should be there, and I think the moment you try to compare yourself to others, it's when you lose.
Yeah.
Um, that's when you're losing, and a lot of people out there that are at these bars, at these clubs, you know, at the end of the day, they don't have nothing, you
Yeah.
know, so they find that little escape, you know. But it's like everything, bro. I mean, I did it, you know. Whenever I was in Houston, whenever I was living in Houston, shit, every other day we were at a club,
Yeah.
you know. And again, you build connections, but you know, if you're going out, hanging out with these people, I'm not gonna be there getting drunk. You know, I'm building connections.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't care to get blackout drunk no more, man.
Yeah.
Like it's a waste of time.
Yeah. I
It's a
understand
waste
too.
of time. We did it, man. You know,
Yeah.
we had our time.
Yeah.
You know, now it's about building that lifestyle,
Yeah.
building the future. You know, for yourself
Yeah. Building something that you.
that you actually that you care for, that you want. You
Yeah.
know, because it's easy showing up to work every day, man. But you know what's hard is building something, building a career for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's exactly right, man. That's why I'm trying to start something here and different because, like you said, it's easy to go to work. It is easy, but you doing that for 10, 20, 30 years, and then what you got to save? You know what did you live and stuff? What did you do? What you get out there and do? You
hmm
know, that's the thing that kind of inspired me to do this. Is like, yeah, because when I like I said when I worked in Havern, I've seen people that have been there 40, 50 years, and then when layoff came, boom, they got let go, and then they were like,
what do I do next?
yeah, what do I do next? I'm too
Yeah.
old to start something new,
hmm
and but this is all they've done,
Yeah. That's all they
so
know.
that's all they know. So it's like, what the heck, you know? So it's like that's what inspired me to try something new. I just never had the courage to try it for so many years. But now I'm just like, when I first started my episode, I'm like, I was so nervous, but I was like, fuck it, I need to get it because even if it don't go well or even if I don't blow up like I want to, at least the thing I could say is I gave it a shot.
Yeah, exactly.
I gave it a
You know,
shot.
and like I told you the other day, whenever I met you and we were talking about when we wanted to do this, and you said that you were gonna have questions. I was like, don't have questions, man.
Yeah.
You know, just do a conversation.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing better, you know, than not being prepared, but actually being raw.
Yeah.
You know, like you can prepare for anything as much as you can, but at the end of the day, you're not gonna follow that script.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, it's like everything, right? I think my biggest gift is that I can carry a conversation for a while.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I can sit there and talk for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, but also, you know, you can't, you know, you can't show all your cards, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. Cause man, I usually have my little notebook that I write my notes and stuff. But like you said, you know, just come with with expression whatever. So I'm like, I'm gonna give it a shot.
I mean, it's gonna develop, you know. like the moment, like interview style. I think like the moment you figure out how to just carry that conversation, and you know, and have fun with it. You know, it doesn't become, you know, you get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
You know. So.
And I think that's what I'm learning with doing all these videos is learning how to conversate with people. Because I kind of noticing a change in myself. Like I used to be when people call me, you know, hey, what's up? We are doing this and let's do this. All right, let's do. But now I'm like, I kind of notice I kind of keep a conversation going. Yeah, so it's like I feel like that's what I'm learning now is how to conversate and get better talking to people and this and that.
How to build rapport.
Yeah,
you know? That's it. Yeah.
Who would you bring into La Carne Asada? If you had a chance to bring somebody, who would it be? You know,
like I what you mean?
Like if you had a chance to hang out, let's say like a celebrity, someone you looked up to and all that.
Somebody I looked up to and I would want to hang out with throughout the day.
Yeah.
Probably Ben Mall.
Ben Mall. Really?
Yeah. Oh, he's a smart man.
Yeah.
And he's raw. He's genuine. You know.
Yeah.
Like if I had to choose anybody, it'd probably be him.
Mm-hmm.
Or my biggest idol, Manny Koshman.
Manny Koshman? Mm-hmm. He inspired you?
Yeah, I mean, he has a great story. You know, and he's done everything through commercial real estate. You know, he's big time.
Big time. So.
Big time. Yeah. So, I'd like to meet him one day.
And then is he destined here? Is he here in Texas?
Yeah, Orange County, California.
Oh, California.
Yeah. He's done. He's done good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch all his stuff, man. Just listen to his podcast, listen to his YouTube videos. Yeah, you know, because you learn a lot, you know. Mm-hmm. And you know, if eventually, like I don't want to say I'm a gearhead, but I like cars, you know. And eventually, I want to have a garage, you know, like with my dream cars, you know. But I think there's a time and place for everything, you know. Like right now, like I prefer to spend my money in things that are gonna make me more in the future.
Yeah,
you know, once you're generating X amount, like then you can go treat yourself, you know. But I feel like there's again, going back to keeping up with the Joneses, there's a lot of people up here that just because they see somebody else have something, they feel obligated to get it, you know. Yeah. But again, you know what I was telling you, I feel the moment you start comparing yourself to other people is the moment you're losing.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own path.
You know? You can't just try to jump in their path.
No way, man. No way. Because man, some people they're different, you know. Yes. And I'm one of those people that it's more about who you know, not what you know. Yeah, you know, different people will put you in different positions. So that's why, man, I never ever try to burn a bridge. I'm always shaking hands, and I'm always trying to meet the next opportunity. You know, whether it's an individual, whether it's some type of industry, whatever the case may be. You know, but you know, like I said, one step at a time.
Yeah, that's true.
One
Yeah.
step at a time.
You say you like cars. What do you think about how the price for vehicles is right now? Um,
I mean, it's expensive, bro,
yeah.
but I'm not gonna sit there and complain. I know I know
Yeah.
I need to make more to be able to afford them.
Yeah.
You know, so I
Well,
mean,
what's your opinion about I don't know if you know when I have a truck and I had it fixed up, you know, with big rims and the bumper and all. I don't know if you ever saw that truck I had. It was a Chevy Silverado.
mm, no, I don't remember it. I don't remember it, but yeah, I love vehicles, man. But you know, my buddies, you know, Jake, you know, and Joel, and you know, I hang out with them a lot. They have some sick
So
rides,
nice.
man.
Yeah,
I have some sick rides.
I mean,
And
I
I'm more
see
the type, bro. I'm more the type, like, yeah, I like new cars and everything, but I also like old
the
school
old school.
better. Yeah, because there's more character,
Yeah,
you know. Um,
like have you seen that the Dodge is bringing back the old Charger, like the body
I
style?
saw that. Yeah, I was seeing that. I saw it online the other day. I think there was another car that I saw that Honda's bringing back the Prelude too. It looks pretty good.
Oh, damn.
There's a lot of them out there.
Mm.
But
What do you think about these new Broncos and Blazers compared to like, the old school ones?
they're nice. But I prefer the old
Old
school
school.
one. Yeah,
As a My wife likes the Blazer and she wants us to get a Blazer, but I'm just like, ew, like,
yeah.
ew, no, I don't, because like you said, the old school is just it's a different style, you know, it has a different look, and I like the old school Blazers more.
No,
Mm-hmm.
I think they're nice. Don't get me wrong, they're nice. But if you would ask me which one I prefer, it's gonna be the older one.
The older one,
Hmm.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
it's true. But like you said, they have nice rides and stuff. But man, what like when I see people driving nice trucks and stuff, like man, that's good. I love that people are striving for what they want. But when I see them, I'm like, man, that's got to be fucking expensive as hell.
yeah, man, it is expensive.
Yeah, because
It's
like back then when I was doing it for my truck, everything was just like my rims cost me $1,200. The tires for those rims was $1,400
hmm
and the bumper was only like $1,000.
hmm
So it was like everything was under five grand.
yeah, I know. I mean, these guys, so you know, they take it slow, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
from shop to shop
Shot.
until they get what they want, you know. But it's gonna cost you some money, you
Yeah.
know. It's gonna cost you some money, no doubt, no doubt. There's some vehicles out here, man, that you know it's just crazy amount of money that they've invested into it, you know, six
Yeah.
figures plus,
Shit.
you know. Yeah.
Yeah, because my sister-in-law, I think she got some wheels for her truck, and she asked me where to go and stuff, and I was like, well, when I would buy stuff, I would go to this place in Houston, King Tire and Wheel #3, and I told her they've always been good with me. They've been legit, everything. So and the price has been fair and stuff. So she went, you know, she got her wheels and stuff, and I asked her like, so you know, did they work out with you? And she was like, nah, they cost me 4,500, and I was like, God damn, 4,500 for just the wheels?
Mm-mm.
God damn, that's
Mm-mm.
fucking too much. I was like, no.
Nah, nah. I mean, I wanted to do something like that. I actually have one of my trucks over at a Maya Solution Center right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's been there for a while. I need to go visit Oscar too. Uh,
Oh, but it's a good hand.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, like I told him since the get go, I'm in no rush, you know,
Yeah.
but I do need to go pay a visit to him because I need to get that going. Like I need to finish that. Um, but you know, again, you know, like it's that's more like a toy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as much as I want to have it ready and as much as I want to be driving it around, I just, you know, get presented with certain type of opportunities, you know, with properties, and I prefer to put my money into something that I know is going to generate me income,
Mm-hmm.
other than you know just gratification for the
Yeah.
moment, you know. But you know, sooner or later we'll have everything, we'll have it done, you know.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, like you said, it takes time. Everything just takes time. Everything just because if you try to rush into things, you're more likely to fail faster than to succeed at what you're trying to do.
Well, you better fail. You have to fail in order to learn, man.
Yeah, that's true too.
Because you will, if you don't fail, you're
never gonna learn.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be sooner or later before you fail big, you know. And my thing is, you know, like I've always told everybody, I'd rather, you know, do everything that I want to do now, than try to do it whenever I have a family, because then it's gonna be slower.
Yeah.
You know, right now, like me not having a family, bro, like, I mean, I can do certain things that others can't. You know, like I can be in position, or I can be late night, you know, meeting people, you know, at places.
Yeah.
Because once you have a family, bro, you're limited to your time.
Yeah.
You know, you have to take care of family. You know, that comes first. That's why I said, you know, I'm in no rush. I'm in no rush to build something. If it happens, it happens. But I'm not here. Oh, you know, I'm planning on meeting my wife or this. No.
What would be your advice for people who hit a failure stone and then get discouraged to try again or anything?
Talk to people, man.
Talk to people.
Yeah, don't be afraid to voice your opinion to somebody else, because maybe they've been through it. But also, you know, don't. There's certain people that you wouldn't tell certain things to. You know, you have to know. You have to be full aware of, you know, who
people around you.
Yeah, you have to, because man, there's some bad energy out there. Bad energy.
That's true.
So you have to.
It sucks because the bad energy is usually people who are closer to you than you expect.
Life, man. Yeah. You know, it's something you can't control.
Yeah.
You know, true. But man, I'm the type I let it go in through one ear, come out the other. Well, you know, again, you know, you ain't paying my bills. You know, you're not paying my bills, so you can voice your opinion as much as you can, but it ain't gonna faze me.
Yeah,
it's not.
And I think that's what I'm trying to getting better at, as facing the opinion. Whenever I get people's opinions, is like you say, comes one ear and out the other.
Yeah, bro.
Because I used to worry so much about what people's opinions about me was, and I'm like, man, it's just not. But now it's just like, well, it's whatever, man. It's just like you said, it's just people are always gonna talk and
life, bro. Yeah. That's life. You know, that's one of the things about it is, you know, you're never gonna keep people happy, you know. But as long as you're happy, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
You know, like everybody else, you know, I have a lot of acquaintances, you know, I can say, you know, but I have a tight circle of, you know, who I do with, who I hang out with, you know, all that good stuff. Just because, man, again, you know, there's bad people out there, you know, and there's people out there that, you know, just want to know something just to see what's going on, you know.
Oh, those chismosos.
Those chismosos, you know.
Yeah. Oh man.
That's it, and there's a lot of those, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that, you know, kind of even like through Facebook stuff, they just look at your stuff just to see what you're doing, you know, trying to see.
I love my Facebook community though.
Oh, you love?
I love them. Yeah, they're good people. Yeah, everybody. You know, I need to do more of it. And I have a buddy of mine that keeps telling me more. Hey, you need to do like more marketing. You need to do more videos. You need to do more of this. And I said, I don't. If it was for me, man, I would not be in front of a camera. I want privacy. You know, but I know, in order for me to get to where I want to get, I need to do this. You know, but at the end of the day, you know, I want a private life.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want the millions of followers. I don't want, you know, all the attention. I don't want none of that. You know, I want freedom. You know, they can have everything else. You know, you want 1 million followers. You want to have an entourage. You want to be out and about. You know, different states. You can have that. I want peace. I want freedom. You know, I want to be calm. You know, like I feel like people, you know, have, again, a different lifestyle. I just don't care for that. But I know that that I need to, in order to get to where we're trying to get. You know, and Kyle and I talk about this every day. We need to be in front of a camera. Yeah,
And then I
100%.
see y'all be putting in some good videos out. I see.
Well, just recently, man. You know,
Oh,
well, we just recently started doing all that because we've heard it from multiple different people, multiple different sources. Like, hey, you need to talk. You know, you need to show what you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so and again, you know, it's trial and error. You know,
Yeah. You know.
But we'll see where it takes us. I mean, that's our one of our big goals this year is, you know, to become more active on the socials.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cause I feel like that's just how it is. People nowadays, I mean, they get in front of the camera and then just getting out there. Like TikTok, a lot of people blow it up because of TikTok.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of platforms out here,
Mm-hmm.
but you know what? It doesn't matter if 10 people were watching you or 10,000 people are watching you, but as long as you educate somebody or somebody calls you to buy something, that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's
so
all that
you were able to reach out to somebody.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a little. I'm sorry, I had to read that text message. It could be hard, you know, but I feel like with repetition, anything can get done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true.
No, it was good, you know, catching up, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, like, there's a lot of people that, you know, ever since high school that I haven't talked to.
Yeah.
You know, a lot. You know,
every now and then I run into some people.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's crazy. I mean, Aaliyah, shout out Aaliyah Houston. She just got married yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And, and I want to say she went to Mexico, Cabo something. But she went to Mexico. You know, I guess she worked hard, like how you're doing right now, fulfill her dreams, fulfill whatever she want to work, and then she found the right guy. And
That's good, man.
Yeah. And like you said, you know, it's just everybody just went different routes.
You know? Yeah. No, that's good. You know, no matter what you do in life, you just got to do it.
Yeah.
You know, you just got to do it, and you got to keep showing up.
Mm-hmm. That's all it is. It's just dedication, like you said.
That's
dedication.
That's
oh shoot! All right, man. I'm not gonna try to take much of your time. And again, if y'all want to see Manny, work with Manny,
they know where to find me. You know where to find me. It's not hard to find me. But you can send us a message. Go on our website. You know, again, we're the Corp team. We service anywhere from South Houston to Walker County. We have multiple agents, so just reach out.
All right. Thank y'all for watching.